are headed to, where are we headed? Carlisle, Pennsylvania, for my meetup with Lauren and whoever else ends up showing up. I got oodles of plants in the back, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. It's going to be an amazing day, right, babe?
Yep.
Be amazing. So we made it to the pavilion. I had went and picked up the reserved paper and the bathroom key. And once we got there, I unloaded all the things that I had brought.
Are you excited, dear?
Yeah. Lions.
Is that what it says? It says another
Pavilion, another
Lions project.
How does this go? Is this one covered?
You just stick it in there, man. Do you have a little dinghy? That's perfect.
I don't think it's going to stay, is it?
I'll fix it here in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I don't want to get all my stuff brought here.
Oh man, you only have one dry table. What was it, raining sideways?
So I thought to myself, what would be the best gift to give Lauren when we first meet? And that's a big old bag of Fox Farm soil. So Lauren didn't really request any specific plants, but I brought her a bunch of stuff anyways. Some things that I had winter sown and some very special tomato plants. I also got her this indoor rose plant and brought her one of my favorite stickers. And then I also brought another flat of special tomatoes in case anyone showed up to meet us, so they could have some plants. Almost time! Lauren, I'm ready for you! I did the hands thing.
Yeah. You're getting sticked up.
Picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at the baby! It's like mommy and daddy and baby!
You're gonna go into that little pond down the road.
Yeah. Oh.
Look, the little one went to sit down like she thought she was there.
They're so cute.
It's over here.
She should be coming around that corner any minute now.
12 seconds later.
Is this her?
Pedal pusher. There's no cars.
Oh.
A few inches later.
This might be her.
Really?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Thought I was recording.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand this over to you once I see her car rolling up, because I'm gonna bust a move towards her. And I'm gonna jump in front of the vehicle. No, I'm kidding. She said 10 minutes away, like 8 minutes ago.
Right.
A few minutes later.
Is that her?
There's
Oh wait,
no
that was
cars.
just a branch moving.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, is that her?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, is that like a...
Is that her?
Yeah.
Is that her?
think
Oh,
so.
oh, here.
Okay. Okay.
It is her.
All right, there she is. Yay. And it's a yeah. Yay! Oh.
I know, you've got Fox Farm in you.
Look at the fit.
No. Do you know we almost stuck a bag in the car to get to UTA too? Oh, look at you. You're so cute. My heart is beating so fast you probably feel like you're so sweet. Look at her dress.
I know.
She got tomatoes.
I know you have a
I was
tomato
going to
dress.
wear one, but then I was like, I can't.
I looked
Like,
this
it's so
morning.
cold.
I do have black leggings in the car. I raided Riley's room. I'm like, it's gonna be cold, so I may like throw those on.
Looks her shoe.
And we did have another member from Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap come to meet us, and she brought her daughter. It was a very big moment for us. She brought donuts and plants. Whoa! As well as a couple of mushroom logs as gifts for us. That was so incredible.
They're tags.
This is
lion's
mane.
Oh, lion's mane.
You pick which one you want, and I'll take the other.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I went to lion's mane.
All right. I said it.
I guess we'll have to send.
I only like the part with the icing on
They're
it.
like little mini donuts. Show how big they are.
They're a little big.
Yeah. They're so good.
I'm gonna eat.
I just ate one of those chocolate
and leave
ones.
the rest for you
So
without the
good.
pink.
No. They're all mine. Okay, y'all. So I am back. I got back last night from the meetup with Lauren. Probably a little after 9, and I completely passed out. I think I was just like internally so worked up that I just crashed after that. It was such an exciting day, such a wonderful day. And I'm over here, did I say? I'm over here at Materville, and I've got about 12 flats of things that I've got to plant. And I'm gonna spend the day over here. It is 8:30 in the morning. Ben and I dropped some stuff off yesterday on our way to go see Lauren, and then I filled up the car again, and everything is in here that Lauren gave me, and I think that I'm going to be planting it over here at Materville. It's a very it's like, I don't know, emotional for me to be putting these things in the garden that she had her hand in starting and loving, and I don't know, it's just, I mean, I get excited when I get seeds from people, but these are plants that her love went into, and they're going to be in my garden, and every time I look at them, I'm going to think of her. Let me show you where I'm going to put them. So last year, so here's the entrance into Materville, and last year I tried to grow some stuff here, but I didn't have any soil left, and the ground wasn't great. So I've added a big old pile all the way around of garden soil mixed with a bunch of mushroom soil. You can see the real dark stuff, like that clump right there, that's mushroom soil. So it's all like mixed in, so it should be really, really good. But this is where I'm going to put everything Lauren gave me. Now, I may need to add more fence, like just kind of layer it to make this taller. That's fine. I can do that easy because I've got more of this fence, which is what I'm using to, it's very tough to use. And I used it last year. It's what we put up this year. And I've got extra of it. So that'll be perfectly fine if I just need to add it to make this taller, because some of these plants are indeterminates. But I'm going to plant everything, the basils and the stuff that she brought me. Not the microdwarfs. The microdwarfs are going home. I think that's mostly, except for these 2 basils. This is the basil that, it's called a boxwood basil. This is what Cynthia brought me yesterday when we met up. So sweet basil, it's a boxwood. I think I might place that right here in the corner. So when you come right in, it's like right there, like boom. And then this basil. And this pepper too will get planted. I'm taking King Kong home. So the rest of this stuff's going home. I think it's all microdwarfs and very special microdwarfs that need to be babied. And my King Kongs, they need to get a little bit stronger, I think, and bigger before I plant them up. But I think I've got Godzilla in here somewhere. I need to find out where. And I want to have them side by side. I know I'm goofy like that, but yeah, so that's what's happening. Today is planting marathon day. I've got 2 big old flats. There's 1 flat here of basil and another flat there of just a ton of basil, and I'm just going to plant basils all along the rows here, maybe even along the outside of the fence. Just lots and lots of basil because I love the smell of it, and it deters pests because it's very fragrant. So that's what's on the agenda. Just plant, 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 plant. Hot Mess Express here. What's new? So what am I doing? I thought I better stop and record a clip here. Messy hands. So I'm doing pretty well. I got here at 8. It's now 11. And I got a ton of stuff planted. I got a whole flat of basils planted. So like I said, I was just doing them along the side here. It's probably going to be hard to see. But yeah, they're on either side of all the tomato rows. A whole flat of basil. And like I had said I was going to do, everything that Lauren gave me is all around this part of the fence. It's like the first thing I'm gonna see when I drive up is the stuff that Lauren gave me. So I'm super pumped. And so right now I'm just heavily mulching everything because the sun's coming out and I'm really wanting to lock in the moisture before the, because it rained all day yesterday and like the day before that, and the day before that, and the day before that. So like the ground is super moist and I want to lock in the moisture. So once I planted up a bunch of stuff and the sun started to come out, I was like, I need to mulch. So that's what I'm doing. But I have also been, like I told you, I was just for stuff that I really wanted like doubles of, or just I had extra plants and I'm excited about those varieties. I'm just putting piles all around the perimeter. Those are my electric Eli's. I probably should have waited, but I think I have more at the house that I can baby, but they should be fine. They should be fine right there. But these are ones these need piles. I wanted to ask you guys, any mushroom, these are the ones that I'm probably taking back to my house and putting in grow pots. But I wanted to ask you guys, look at that pile of mushrooms. What are those? Are they edible? I mean, they look good, but yeah. There was another place that had a bunch of mushrooms too. Where was it? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So there will be a tour coming. So I've pretty much got most of the tomatoes planted. I just need to do the piles, but I'm gonna mulch all the stuff that I planted today. So anywhere you don't see mulch, that's what I planted today. But I will be doing a tour probably next weekend. I'll probably record it next weekend, but I've got special ones too planted in different places. But here is Pepperville, and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the basils, 8.5 flats of peppers, and a whole flat of basils to plant over here. I hope. I think. Oh my gosh, I don't know. It's gonna be tight. I mean, I am already squishing them in there pretty close, but depending on how, that's a lot of peppers right there. So probably what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plant up the rows just how I have been, and whatever's left over, I have a bunch of grow pots that I could fill and plant peppers in those. And peppers seem to do pretty well in pots. It's just they need to stay watered, which is my problem. I'm gonna try to do better this year. So if that's the case, that's what I'll do. Possibly I might go around the outer perimeter and pile dirt up and put peppers there too. I mean, I gotta put them somewhere. I got to put them somewhere. I only grew 2 to 3 of each variety. That's the plan. That's the plan for today. It is 11 o'clock. I'm making pretty good time. I gotta mulch everything here in Materville, plant everything in Pepperville, mulch everything in Pepperville. Can I get it done today? I hope so. I hope so. We will see. Okay. So I'm actually in Ben's car, because he took my car. He came here and took my car to get an oil change, and then he's going to bring it back to me. And I think he was planning on going on a bike ride, but I don't think that's going to happen, because I just took a look at the radar and I can feel it too. Like, you can feel the change in the atmosphere outside. We're about to get hammered with some rain. So I am about to call it quits. I just had a snack, which now I guess, because I was planning on spending like another 4 or 5 hours here, working till like 6 o'clock. But I guess what I'm gonna do now is just make a map of Materville, of all the tomatoes that I've planted, so that when I go home and I like go through my leftovers and I see one that I was like, oh man, I'd really like to maybe have a double of that, I know that I don't already have, because there's a couple I've already put doubles in. because I thought they were like, I don't know if you remember me in the vlog, a couple vlogs ago, where I talked about how I thought I had like destroyed some of my plants, that I had already taken some out and put them in a tray and brought them over here to plant them here just in case they died at my house. So I've already got some that are doubles because the ones at my house are doing fine. I only had to replace, I think, 3 total. So that was fantastic. But yeah, so I'm going to go make a map. Basically, I'm just writing down from one row to the next. Oh yeah, it's getting cold real fast out there. Like, not cold, but like you can feel the cold air coming in. So I better do it fast. So I'm just going to go write down all the stuff that I already have up in here. Long day, I think. Yeah, I ended the vlog yesterday leaving Materville. I just got a shower. That's why I look like, ugh. So I think I had said that I was going to try to make a list of everything in every row in Materville. I think I got 1.5 rows done, and then it started pouring. And at that point, I was just like, I'm going to go home. So I came home and I just did inside house stuff till it stopped raining. And I went back outside and did some stuff here. But I just wanted to end this video by showing you some of the stuff I got done yesterday and today, because I didn't really record a whole lot. I recorded a little bit today, but that's going to be in a whole separate video on the hay bale gardening. My daughter, so it's Mother's Day, and she came home to spend some time with me, and I said, you want to come help me plant tomatoes? And she actually came out and planted tomatoes, and she helped me trim up my weeping cherry tree and some bushes and stuff. She got a real kind of pleasure out of whacking, like chopping up the tree, which it is very satisfying. So I get it. But let me show you what else I've been working on, because I feel like I got a lot accomplished. Of course, I pictured myself getting a whole bunch more done, but you know, I think I'll be able to sleep at night knowing that I accomplished quite a bit. Oh, what is this? I believe it's from my mother-in-law. It has to be. It's an olive tree. What? Oh my gosh. What? I love olives. I always put olives in my salad. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. I'm gonna have to plant that up. Yay. Okay, so let me show you what we did out front. I had told my husband, I think it was maybe like a week and a half ago, I made a deal with him. I said, if you get this all set up, like, I don't want to do any of the work. I don't want to look on Amazon for the stuff that we need. I don't want to make the signs. I already did all the work with the plants. I said, if you get this figured out, the table and everything set up, I'll give you 50% of the proceeds. And he was just like, okay. And he ran with it. So let me show you what we did. Got those planted. Video to come on how I did that. So I got a little mater sale going on here. Not a whole lot has been taken. I figure it's going to take me a bit. Look what he did with the box. Oh, it's already like a little bit messed up. I think he just put a piece of, it says my PayPal on there, but not so greatly anymore. Anything in there? Oh my gosh, yes. So he's got this like screwed to the table. Ooh, $10, sweet. And then he made the sign. He's so creative. Those are tomatoes. Like tomatoes. I got some of my extras out here. Very cool, huh? Trying to make a little bit more so I can buy all that Fox Farm soil that I want. All right, let's go to the back and I'll show you what I'm up to. Got the pool opened up, woohoo! But it's too cold for me to swim in. It's only 70 degrees right now. That's not happening. Nope. About 9,000 things. I am gonna hose these down because they have a lot of Fox Farm like stuck to them, and that is like precious gold. So I'm gonna use these tubs here and kind of like soak stuff, and then use the water to like water my greenhouse. Yeah, everybody is out of the greenhouse, so now it's the only, well, I shouldn't say everybody. The only thing that's still in here is what I planted in the bed, and then my cucumbers, and they're over here by the window getting some light. They're doing beautifully. I picked off 6 cucumbers. Look, there's 3 more right there. Oh, these are really cool. I want to start like a couple more maybe 3 or 4 more, because this might be the only way I can grow cucumbers. Sad, but it might be true. But I did plant up some tomatoes and peppers in here, not finished. Oh, look at the variegation. Look at the variegation on Walter's Fancy Dwarf. Oh my golly. And then Gandalf. So amazing. These are still doing incredible. Almost as tall as me. Blooms everywhere. I'm just shaking everybody. And now I smell like tomatoes. Yes. So, all the micros are up here, along with there's the rest of the extras that didn't fit on the table. I still need to plant up some dwarves. They're really looking too big for their britches, the pots that they're in, because they're in the smaller pots. I've planted all of the bigger pots. Those were all ones that were to go in my garden, but yeah. This is what's left of the winter sowing jug. I think I'm going to do like a separate video where I just spend the day. Well, not the whole day, obviously. It won't take me the whole day to plant all these, but just spend the day showing you how I plant the jugs. Like, yeah. So that, maybe. We'll see. What did I want to show you? There was something I was bringing. Look, see? Look. More. It's just been a planting frenzy. Pepper beds all planted. Some leftover squash. My dwarf beds planted. My squash beds planted. Not mulched. Needs to be. Several things that I planted yesterday need mulched. But I did get to plant the bottom stuff down here. I planted all of those. I mean, mulched all of those except for right there. I planted all my motherland okra. I got half of that bed planted, and I got half of that bed planted, and I did find some sweet potato slips at a nursery on the way to going to see Lauren. So I'm gonna go this way. Let's move the hawk. So I gotta move this guy every once in a while. Keeps the predators guessing. He needs a little touch-up job, though. It looks like he's graying. Haven't gotten around to filling this bed, so you can see I'm doing like wood and then stuff on top of it, but it's producing strawberries like crazy. And some of my tomato plants are already up that tall, ready to be tied up, and have got flowers on them. Yeah, I'm as excited as you are. There is a tour coming. I promise there's like a tomato tour coming. I don't know how I'm going to go about it so that they're not an hour long. I think maybe I'll just do like swaths, like middle row, short row, bottom row. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. But yeah, look at that. They just explode with all this like nitrogen-filled rains we've been getting. Super, super happy. The wood chip mulch seems to be really keeping like all the moisture in and keeping them looking good. There's one here that's bugging me. Like, is it supposed to look like this? It is. I mean, maybe it is. Because it's black fire, right? And it really looks like dark, like black. Is that the variety? Because it almost kind of looks sickly. I mean, the top of it looks better, so I don't know. Yeah, like, look at the leaves down at the bottom. Like, straight up black. It's a weird one. It's a weird one. And that one, I believe, is not the dwarf. So there's 2 black fires. A dwarf and one that's an indeterminate. So that's the indeterminate. I don't think I have the dwarf. Pretty sure I don't. I tell you what, these little hairy ball things, this is what I call them. I don't know what they are or from what tree they come from, but they are just prevalent this year. I just washed my hair and I picked 2 of them out of it. No joke. See, look, they're everywhere. Everywhere. So, got a few sunflowers planted. Beans have all come up. These are cucumbers I planted. Beans are coming. Like, I really, like, lots of planting happening. Planted some of my, not all of them, but just a few more down there. I know there was something I wanted to show y'all, but now I can't remember. Oh, I put down cardboard to try to mulch because there was some stuff that was trying to grow up around the perimeter of all this lusciousness. and it was thriving, and I'm like, no, I don't want that. So we're gonna put a stop to that. I didn't get around to mulching it, but I did get all of these planted, and my baby girl helped with these 3 right here. She planted these. So I gotta say, her sitting beside me planting tomatoes and peppers is probably the best Mother's Day present she could have ever given me. Just spending time gardening with me. I loved it. I hope that she'll learn to enjoy it. I told her, if you ever want to come play in the dirt with Mama, just ask, because it just, I'm about to cry. I need to already get out there. At some point, I'd like to do what I did in here, mulch and try to tamp down, but it is a bit of a mess. I don't know. So I'm gonna see if I can get Ben to come down here and weed whack, at least try to weed whack. But there is some poison ivy. I got bit by the poison ivy last year, so I'm very cautious to go outside the fence. But this is what was happening over on that other bed, so I do need to get cardboard and me mulch. Well, I've got tons of cardboard. I just need to mulch, but getting everything in the dirt is at the top of the list. Right, I put in some winter squashes here, and then there's some other ones popping up here. There's like a random one in the walkway growing, and I'm like, I'm gonna let it go because I just want to see what it is. And my rhubarb went to seed, so I'm gonna have tons of rhubarb seed. Look at all these cool looking pods. They're really neat. So when they get all dried out, I'm gonna have a ton of rhubarb. So one of these is from Forgotten Heirlooms, and one is, I'll have to look, because I still have seeds from the vendor I got it from, but I just don't remember. But is it not in a good place? I feel like it shouldn't have went to seed so quickly, right? Or does it do this like after the second year? For the second year, does it do this? I don't know. I'm very new to rhubarb. Anything I have experience with rhubarb is growing up. My mom had rhubarb. So anytime I think of my childhood, and I remember a plant or a tree or something, it just makes me think of home. I want it in my yard. So I've got like 3 different rhubarbs now. I've got one up in a winter sowing jug that I've got to plant. But the only experience I had with rhubarb is that my mom had it in a very, very shady spot that never got any sun, and it got gigantic every year. It just got enormous. I don't ever recall seeing it go to seed. So let me know, like, why is it? Because it was too sunny? Is it too sunny there? I don't know. Okay, so I shared with you me covering that one. I think it was this one. No, maybe it wasn't. The bushel gourd. Yeah, I might have showed you covering that one. But we have the African drum. Can you see it? I have one African drum. Put a snake beside it too. So that's pretty cool. I really, really, really want these to make it. And then we also have, I did have another boulet gourd pop up. I can't remember if I showed you that one. But there's another basket. I think it was the boulet gourd and the African drum that popped up. Lots of fun stuff happening here. I'm not sure what got on these leaves, but it's sunburnt? I don't know. Nothing else got sunburnt. They're all the same variety, so. Okay, guys. I'm going to call it a night. I have to record one more thing, and but that's for the hay bale video. I'm going to actually tell people what I have in the hay bales. More for reference for me for when the tags get lost or I can't remember what this stuff is in there. So, but that's going to be it for this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and there will be some tomato tours coming soon. I still have to plant Pepperville up. I've got a whole row still left to do, but I'm going to try to pound that out this week after work. So every day after work, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to stop and try to do at least 2, maybe 3 trays. Plant them. Probably not mulch them. I won't have the energy for that, but I can at least shove things in holes. So until the next one, guys, I hope you all enjoy your day. Bye.